Multiples are the factors used to create larger forms of units. For measuring long distances of length, meter and centimeter are not convenient. For example, the distance between Delhi and Lucknow is approximately 5 lakh meters, which is inconvenient to use. The easy way to say this is, the distance between Lucknow to Delhi is 500 kilometers. Here, kilo means 1000, 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. The higher units are called multiples of units. Multiples are the factors used to create larger forms of units. Submultiples of units. Submultiples are the factors used to create the smaller forms of units. Sometimes we have to measure smaller lengths, then we use submultiples of units. For example, if we want to measure the length of a small wire, we measure in centimeters or millimeters. These are submultiples of units. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeters. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Fact: the size of molecules is measured in small units like micron or angstrom. 1 micron is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 6 meters. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 10 meters. Table: multiples and submultiples of units, factors, prefixes and symbols. Factor, prefix, symbol of prefix. 1000 kilo, K. 100 hecto, H. 10 deca, DAM. 1 meter, M. 0.1 1 by 10 deci, dm. 0.01 1 by 100 centi, c. 0.001 1 by 1000 milli, m. 0.000001 1 upon 10 lakh, micro. Derived units. The units which are obtained with the help of the fundamental units are called derived units. They strictly depend on the fundamental units. The derived units are formed by the combination of one or more fundamental units. Volume is equal to length into breadth into height is equal to meter into meter into meter is equal to meter cube. Speed is equal to distance in meters divided by time in seconds is equal to meter per second. Direct measurement of length. To measure the length, we need some measuring devices. For example, a measuring tape is used by a tailor. A metallic meter rod is used by a cloth merchant. A scale is used by you to measure the length of lines and figures and to draw lines of the given lengths. Normally, we use a meter scale or half meter scale for measuring the length. The scale is calibrated in centimeters and millimeters. Suppose we want to measure the length of a rod. This is the length of a rod. The 0 mark on the scale is set to coincide with one end of the rod as shown in the figure. The reading on the other end gives the length of the rod. Activity: to measure the length of a line. Place a scale along the line AB such that 0 on the scale coincides with point A. Note down the reading on the scale which coincides with point B. This reading gives you length of the line AB. To make accurate measurement, we require a proper measuring device. The choice of the measuring device depends upon the following. 1. The size of the object to be measured. 2. The shape of the object to be measured. 3. The degree of accuracy required. Vernier calipers and screw gauze are two such instruments which are used to measure very small lengths accurately, such as the diameter of an electric wire. Indirect methods of measurement. Of length. A ruler cannot be used to measure the circumference of a cylinder because the circumference is a curved surface and a ruler is a straight rigid object. Therefore, we cannot bend the ruler around a curved object. When the measurement cannot be measured directly, we use indirect method of measurement. For this, the measurement system has to be modified. Let us perform the following activities to understand how we can measure the length using indirect methods. Activity: to measure the diameter of a circular or spherical object. Take a metal spherical ball and two wooden blocks. Place the spherical ball between two blocks. Mark the point of contact of sphere with the blocks. Using a ruler, measure the distance between the inner faces of the two blocks which are in contact with the sphere. If the ruler is placed and shown in the figure, the difference between the two readings on the ruler gives the diameter of the sphere. Activity: to measure the length of a curved line. Take a thread and tie a knot on its one end. To measure the length of a given curved line, place the knot of the thread at one end of the line. Now, move the thread along the length of the curved line carefully. Hold the thread at small distances between your thumb and first finger. Continue in this manner till you reach the other end of the curved line. Using a ball pen, put a mark on the thread where it just touches the last point on the line. Now, stretch the thread along a meter scale and measure the length from the knot to the ink mark. The length of this portion is the length of the given curved line. Activity: to measure the thickness of a coin. Take some identical coins, say 20 to 25 in number, and place them one over the other. All these coins will make a cylindrical column. The height of this stack of coins can easily be measured by a ruler placed vertically against it. To find the thickness of a single coin, divide the total thickness by the number of the coins. So, thickness of a coin is equal to total thickness divided by number of coins. Measurement of mass. Mass. The mass of a body is the quantity of the matter contained in it. Measurement of mass. When we purchase tomatoes from the market, the vendor measures the mass of tomatoes by a balance. The beam balance is used to measure the mass. It has a long beam having a support at the center and two identical pans suspended at equal distances from the center of the beam. The object to be weighed is placed on one pan and standard weights are placed on the other, till both the pans are perfectly balanced. The total of the standard weights give mass of the object. The process is called weighing and the standard mass used for the comparison is called weight. In a laboratory, we use a more accurate balance known as physical balance. It is also used to measure mass of gold, chemicals required for making medicines, etc. It is highly accurate in measurement. Unit of mass. The SI unit of mass is kilogram, kg, and its submultiple is gram, g. Multiples and submultiples of unit of mass. 1000 milligrams, mg, is equal to 1 gram, g. 1000 grams, g, is equal to 1 kilogram, kg. 100 kilograms is equal to 1 quintal. 10 quintals is equal to 1 metric ton. Note: we must not confuse ourselves considering both mass and weight as the same physical quantities. Mass is the amount of matter contained, while weight is the force with which the earth attracts a body towards its center.